is the Olympic champion and defending champion here at the French Open, Yang against Wang Zhi Yi. Well, when we look at the women's singles draw from the quarterfinal stage, the first thing that strikes me is that we've only got 3 different flags next to the 8 players' names, making it the least diverse of all 5 disciplines, 5 seeds. But at quarterfinal stage, we had 3 former champions, Yang, Akane Yamaguchi, who was 2-time champion, and the winner from 2 years ago, Chen Fei. 3 of the 4 quarterfinals going to 3 games, and both of the semi-finals going to 3 games. So it's set up yet again for a 6th time at a World Tour event this year. The best 2 players are playing against each other for the title. Well, as far as the race to the World Tour finals are concerned, the top 4 after this week will remain exactly the same. So regardless of who wins today's final, those top 2 stay as they are. Now remember that China or any nation is only allowed 2 players in the World Tour finals. So Chen Fei will not qualify, as she's in no more tournaments, World Tour tournaments this year, because of the China National Games. And also Gao Fengji at number 10, she won't qualify either. So the qualifying list will go down a little further.
VIP.
It's time to take it back.
Le décompte c'est maintenant, c'est 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
So the countdown to the start of the women's singles. Yang, the Olympic champion and defending champion here. She's won 2 titles. She first won this event in 2019 as a 17-year-old. In her 10th final, in only her 13th tournament of the year. Incredible statistics for an incredible badminton player. Wang Zhi Yi, the world number 2, playing in her 4th consecutive French Open, and prior to this year, she had never progressed beyond the 2nd round. 2-time former Asian champion, and like her opponent, this is a 10th final of 2025. Without any shadow of a doubt, these 2 players have been the 2 outstanding athletes in women's singles
all the best, ladies.
This year.
Wow. Black or red? Red, black
This
for you.
19th meeting between these 2
Like it
players.
is. Sides
So Yang
and serve or
chooses
receive.
ends,
Serve.
and Yang has won all 6 previous meetings in 2025 when these 2 players have met. One of those meetings was in the Sudirman Cup, the World Mixed Team Championships, and 5 previous in World Tour events. Yang is only 23 years of age, isn't that staggering? A 170 equates to 5'7", and she's enjoying her 115th week in total as world number 1. Well, as far as her matches are concerned, it's the last 2 rounds where she's been pushed the full distance, both against Chinese players, against Galfan Jia of China in 1 hour and 18 minutes, and then the semi-final against the winner here from 2 years ago, the former Olympic champion, Chen Yufei. That was 1 hour and 27 minutes. Wang Zhi Yi is 25 years of age, from Shaxi in Hubei province in central China. 49th consecutive week as world number 2. She's won 3 titles this year from her previous 9 finals. She won the Malaysia Masters, the China Open and the Hong Kong Open. So for both of these players, it's a second final in 2 weeks because they met each other in the Denmark Open final. It was only the semi-final where Wang Zhi Yi was pushed the full distance against her teammate Han Yue, and Wang Zhi Yi recorded her 9th consecutive victory over her teammate Han Yue. So our court officials from Spain and Japan. They're the Chinese coach Luo Yigang, former world number 3 player in men's singles. And they're the Korean coaching bench, Park Jubong and Lee Hyun-il. Well, some last stretching by both the players.
Ladies and
They've
gentlemen,
both had very tough
on my right,
semi-finals.
Wang Zhi Yi, China. And on my left, An Se-young, Korea. Wang Zhi Yi to serve. Love all. Play.
So will it be 7th time lucky for Wang Zhi Yi? 7th meeting against An Se-young this year.
1 love.
Just long.
Service over. 1-0.
Staggering to think, Steen, that An Se-young won a title at the French Open 6 years ago, aged just 17.
Yeah.
We knew she was talented, but I don't think we could have imagined what all she's gone on to achieve since then.
No, exactly. Was that the year when she beat Marie?
It is.
Yeah.
2-1.
Last year, she beat Yamaguchi in the final.
Service over. 2-0.
She read it correctly on Se-young that it was short. But execution, not the best in that shot.
Oh, she's pushed it long.
Service over.
Well, I've been reading
3,
some things,
2.
Steen, and I gather that An-Se Young has been asked about Kenta Momoto's record of 11 titles in one calendar year. And I've been checking. I don't think An-Se Young can surpass that. She could equal it if she was to win today. She's not entered into the Kumamoto Masters, I don't think. She's entered into Australia. And of course, there's the World Tour finals as well. So she could equal that record.
Yeah, with 11 wins.
With 11 wins, but I don't think she can surpass it.
No, because she's not entered into the Korea Masters either.
Which is only a 300 event. Good rally. Wow. Super slice from Wang Zhi Yi.
3, 4.
Oh, that's a super punch, clear. Nice. Clearly in.
4, all.
Well, Steen, obviously, An-Se Young is trying to win a second title in 2 weeks. Have you any idea of how often she's done that previously?
I think actually it must have been quite often, because All Young and All England is at least one.
6 times.
She won China Masters, and she didn't win Korea. She didn't win her home tournament.
She did 2 years ago.
Yeah. So it's 6 times
6
in
times
total.
in total. And once she won 3 titles in 3 weeks. We were talking about the 3 tournaments in Bali.
Yeah.
And played in the same venue. She won those 3.
That's astonishing.
Isn't it incredible?
And I think the head-to-head here before this match is 14-4 in the favor of An-Se Young. 2 of the wins to Wang Zhi Yi came last year in October in Denmark Open and in the World Tour finals, and there were some let's land it in. It's exceptional control.
6,
There was a time where there was some concerns where An-Se Young had made some statements about the how things were in her practice facilities and so on. So she was,
5, all.
it's fair to say, not totally peaking at that time. So I think actually the head-to-head is even more sort of in favor of An-Se Young.
Yeah, very good point, Steen. In fact, I remember the Denmark Open final last year. I think she lost 10 and 12, or maybe it was 12 and 10. But she looked as if she perhaps didn't want to really be there.
Yeah.
And she'd just won the Olympic Games, after all. You need a bit of a break after that.
Exactly.
Yu Chi looked as if he didn't want to be anywhere near a badminton court after his disappointment at the Olympic Games. So whether you're disappointed or whether you're elated, there's such a long build-up to the Olympics that it's quite understandable that players lose their motivation for a little while.
For some, it's the entire career goal that either is sort of come true, or the hopes have been dashed for the next 4 years.
The other one goes long. She's challenging, though.
Wang Zhi Yi challenges called out.
Yeah, it was clearly long.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Strange
One
challenge.
challenge remaining. 7-6. Play.
Oh, came off the frame. It's landed on the line too.
Exceptional control she has, even though she plays with the drift. And Seong.
Well, you know how we thought that the drift had changed at the beginning of the week from day 2 to day 3. I thought yesterday evening with the second session of semi-finals, I thought it had changed again. It's a lovely punch clear.
It's wide.
Brilliant. What a fabulous rally by Wang Zhi Yi.
9-6.
This All England final style rally, this one.
Yeah.
Recall that match, a grueling 3-game match where I think that could, for the first time, have ended as a draw because both players could have been unable to continue.
Yeah, it was a gladiatorial battle, wasn't it?
What happens if both players got cramp at the same time?
It's landed in.
Service over. 7-9.
And both of them were pushed to the limit in yesterday's semi-finals. So who has recovered best? Who can control the rallies here instead of working that little extra 10% too or harder than the opponent?
That one's gone long of the back line.
8-9.
Ooh.
9-all.
Well, whatever way the drift is going, Steen, they're both controlling the shuttle.
They're doing a good job of controlling it.
Absolutely.
I noticed the first clear that Wang Zhi Yi played long of An Se-young's back line. That was an extremely short penultimate shot she had to work with.
Service
so
over.
I would still
10-9.
think that An Se-young is playing with the drift here in the opening game.
So it is the
11-9
Olympic champion
interval.
and world #1, An Se-young, with the advantage, just a 2-point advantage though here in the opening game.
讲呢，你要有速度，你要让它冲起来，明白吗？啊，所以往前那些我就要求快进就行，从接发球开始自己就要抢上去，你要动脚，明白吗？啊，然后第二，他一直在重复你后场，所以你的后场拿不到点，那我故意吊或故意软，就抓你第二拍，一定要想办法去抓球，懂吗？不是就是去冲它，啊，杀不死正常啊，但是你也得杀。 啊，注意打直线连贯，上网快一点啊，往前的拖推钩大胆运用出来啊。
Players on court. 11-9. Play.
So 11-9. And Wang Zhi Yi, the defending champion, leads in this opening game.
12-9.
Well, Wang Zhi Yi is trying to win her 5th Super 750 title this year. And when you consider there's only 6 of the 750s, that's quite remarkable, isn't it?
It is.
Only one she's failed to win so far was the Singapore Open when she lost in the quarterfinal stage to the eventual champion Chen Yufei. Oh, that's nice. I like
Service
that.
over. 10-12.
So Korean teammates.
Good shot. Ooh. That
11,
didn't go over.
12.
I tried to play it really, really close to make Wang Zhi Yi take an extra step. That was what Han Yue did yesterday in the semi-final. Very, very successful with that area of the game. Han Yue ended up losing anyway.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Brilliant.
Service over. 13,
I think that's about
11.
the first real attacking rally that we've seen from Wang Zhi Yi so far, isn't it?
At least where there's more attacking shots consecutively. But the rally before that, I got a little bit in doubt, I must say, with the drift, because we saw Wang Zhi Yi play punch clears with a flat trajectory, and we saw Wang Zhi Yi sort of play more defensive clears with a higher curve.
Brilliant.
But if Han is really capable of controlling those punch clears, that's just a statement to how good a player she is. That is the right way to do it. A lot of players would, if they play with the drift, play with a higher curve to sort of make sure the shuttle doesn't go long. The only thing you sort of
oh, that's super.
provoke with it is you leave simply too much time for your opponent, so you will be trailing in those rallies where you put too much of a curve on the clears.
Just long.
Service over. 12-15. Service over. 16-12.
Short. Yeah. It was the wonderful net shot
Service over.
that forced the short lift.
13-16.
Here it comes. Look how she reaches out, tumbles the shuttle. Wang Zhi Yi. Wow. What a rally.
Good
Brilliant.
shot.
Service over. 17-13.
Looked like Wang Zhi Yi was going to get the better of Wang Zhi Yi there after around 36-7 shots, but
One.
she just has that little extra.
Seong.
And Seong.
Seong. Show him. Thank you.
That's exactly what she
Players on
struggled
court.
with, that movement yesterday, Wang Zhi Yi against Han Yue. And she's got a
Wang
little
on
extra
court.
strapping on the outer side of her right thigh today, Wang Zhi Yi.
Did she not have that yesterday?
I don't think she had. She was sort of punching it from time to time to sort of try and loosen it up.
This is the first women's singles match that I've called all week.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't want to tell anybody about your ban. Yeah, no ban, but just the scheduling.
That's beautiful. That is a beautiful drop.
18-13.
I don't think she's going to win that sort of long rally battle with An Se-young, Wang Zhi Yi. We saw a quarterfinal where Gao Fengji, who is a bit taller, but not quite as strong a mover, but her attack hurt An Se-young from time to time.
Just long of the back line.
19-13.
So, are you suggesting that Wang Zhi Yi needs to attack more, even though she hasn't got that height?
I think she needs to attack more, but I'm not sure she has the physical power to do it at the moment, because attacking without sort of having the power behind it, that could be a really, really bad idea. So both Wang Zhi Yi and Chen Yufei are lacking a little bit in sort of physical power compared to An Se-young.
20, game point, 13.
7 opportunities for the defending champion to close out this opening game.
Very good deception.
Super.
Game.
21-13, opening game. The
First
Olympic
game
champion
won by
An Se-young
21-13.
playing with excellent control. Takes game number 1 in 22 minutes.
나가면서 흔드는 거 때리잖아. 그 다음에 들어가지 마. 무조건 친단 말이야. 치고 다음 거 가져.
잘 된다고 해가지고 너무 빠르게 공격으로 전환시키지 말고 몰아붙여.
올기만 하는 거야. 잘하면
몰아붙이고 네가 놔주고 몰아붙이고 놔주고 이런 식으로 때리는 거 한 번 정도만 때려주고 다시 또 연결해하고 뒤로 밀어줘.
放开了跟他拼呀，
底线老是这位，很奇怪。
哎，这个不管了嘛。讲了，他有些球他是不到位的，知道吗？所以你那个球半场很容易高球打出去，啊，还是做好耐心，从发接发开始给他压力，自己要出脚，知道吗？重心拉起来，拉起来以后呢，两边跳啊这些就能做到，好吧？啊，加油啊，相信自己啊！
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Wang on court. Second game. Love all.
자, 서비스부터 길게 줘. 드라이브 치라고.
Play.
So An Se-young, 1 game away from creating history as the only women's singles player to win this title, the French Open, 3 times. That's within the Super Series and World Tour era. Super. And whilst we spoke about it earlier in the week, Steen, it's worth reiterating that prior to the Super Series, the French Open was a very different sort of tournament. So, you know, we've got to really just look at stats in that period from 2007 onwards.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, it has developed over time. It's a very old tournament. It's 1906 or 7 or something like that.
2 love.
(1908) actually.
Just long. Yes, and this is the 92nd staging because there's been several years where they haven't been able to hold the French Open. So it is a very old event. That sounded in. Good control once again.
Love.
Just missed it. Well, she needs mental toughness right now, does Wang Zhi Yi.
Service over.
Well, An Se-young not happy with that error.
I think it ended up a little bit too short compared to where she was positioned on the court. If you hit it too much in front of your body, then there's a real danger that you play it down into the net.
Well judged.
2-5.
That was good defence. I like that from Wang.
Service over. 6-2.
A shot she's got to be very careful with, Wang Zhi Yi, to play a tight drop shot from the back line, because if An Se-young gets to it, she can play back really, really tight, and Wang has a lot of court to cover.
Super.
7-2.
I think it's time that this young lady changed her tactics. She's got to try and do something different, hasn't she, Steen?
I think so, because this is sort of becoming more of the same. And in the last 3-4 rallies, I've been sitting trying to figure out for myself, when is Wang Zhi Yi a big favorite to win a rally? In what shot is she a big favorite? And she's never really a big favorite in those 4 rallies. She might win them, but it could be on a one-hit wonder or an error from An Se-young. She's doing all the running.
Service over. 3-7. Wang. Use your foot. Use your foot. Thank you.
Oh, lucky net cord.
Service over. 8-3.
Great follow-up. That's one of the situations where I feel An Se-young has better physique than Wang Zhi Yi. Saw it a little bit yesterday as well in the semi-final against Chen Yufei. The ability to change the pace, just not necessarily a lot, but just a tiny little bit, because both players were also tired yesterday. But there's still some extra, where she recovers quicker, whatever it is. More explosive, perhaps. This is dominant lead.
Nice.
Play.
Oh, indecision. And it means that An Se-young goes to the mid-game interval. 11-3 up in this second game, having already won the first.
뒤로 한 번, 두 번 밀어놓고 그 다음에 앞으로. 그 밑에서 당기면 와서 또 친단 말이야. 그러면 그냥 직선으로 놓거나 다시 그냥 밀어줘 뒤로. 뒤로 계속 몰아야 돼. 그러다가 한 번씩 앞으로 떨구면
그래서 기본으로 딱 깔고 해야 돼. 지금 하던 거. 어?
반대방식 때리고 앞으로 막 들어갈 필요 없어. 받아 친단 말이야. 앞으로 놓으면 다시 랠리 시작해주면 되니까.
아직 있다고. 네가 너무나 지금 패턴을 바꾸면 안 돼. 이걸 깔고 가야 돼. 그대로 지금 하던 패턴을.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
중력만 가지고 해. 나중에.
그대로 유지해서.
11-3. Play.
So it really is a very healthy position for An Se-young and a very difficult position for Wang Zhi Yi. I think she's trying to play tighter and tighter to the net, Steen, and she's making errors.
Court
Yeah,
attendance.
but I
Wipe the court, please.
kind of like it. She played a very nice smash, but An Se-young was all the way out to the left sideline to cover it.
Thank you.
And I mean, just playing rallies is not going to get her back in this match, Wang Zhi Yi. So she's got to go for those 50-50 shots and hope that it's 55-45. Unfortunately, it rarely is the case, but sometimes it is.
How did she get that?
The moment that clear became a little bit too high, the curve on it gave away too much time to An Se-young, and she was immediately under pressure. Here it comes. Quality shot from the Korean.
Yeah, he's looking a little concerned, isn't he, Luo Yigang?
Yeah.
Service over. 4-13.
A few more of those net cords, player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good play.
It was a nice punch clear, wasn't it, Steve?
It was.
5-13.
무리하지 말고 뒤로 계속 뒤로.
She seemed to hesitate on that one. And she's looking back up to the lights.
There's 2 points when you're down as much as Wang Zhi Yi was. And one of the good ideas, in my opinion, is to sort of divide it into smaller chunks. Okay, I want to win 3 of the next 4. And so on. Good shot. Oh, what a reply.
That's a moment of magic from An Se-young.
14-6.
Backhand cross-court drop with full pirouette. Look at that. Look at that. That's extraordinary.
Look at the quality of those shots from the defense of Wang Zhi Yi. I don't mean defense against smashes, but she's under pressure at the front court. It's so morally frustrating for an opponent when you have a reasonable attacking opportunity, or you play a really, really good shot, and then it's just neutralized.
Yeah.
A very nice drop shot, and Wang Zhi Yi gets it back really, really short, and the opportunity is more or less gone.
Goodness me. Super. Well, this time it was the excellent defense of attacking shots from Wang Zhi Yi that this lady played so well. Look at that.
Thank you. Place on court.
And think of the amount of tough training that both players would have been doing, but Wang Zhi Yi in particular, in quotation mark, crawling around on the floor, retrieving shots like this to get the right quality on it. In the beginning, you just retrieve them, but then you have to start playing them back with good quality.
Well, the first game a week ago in Denmark at Steen was 21-5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then An So-young had the more difficult end to play. Well, she's already supposedly played the difficult end.
Yeah, and in Denmark it looked for a while as if it was going to go to 3 games.
Yeah.
There's no more belief.
18-6.
And there's no more gas in the tank to up the pace or change to an even more attacking style for Wang Zhi Yi.
Service over. 7-18. Service over.
This has been a masterclass, hasn't it?
It has. Very similar to the first game in Denmark.
Yeah. Two points away from rewriting the record books. It's gone wide. It's match point opportunities.
20, match point 7.
Good punch clear. And she's done it. The first women's singles player to win the French Open title 3 times. An So-young within the Super Series and World Tour era. A 5th
Then the coach, yes.
Super 750 title of the year. And there's only 6 of them. What a performance by An So-young.
Match won by An
For a
So-young.
7th time in her career,
21-13,
she wins 2 titles
21-7.
in 2 consecutive weeks. scene. I shudder to think what all this player could go on to achieve.
That's fantastic. Absolutely amazing performance, and she's going to inspire a lot of youngsters around the world. Some of them is going to be her competitors some years in time.
Confirmation of how Wang Zhi Yi has won her 9th title of the year. 21-13, 21-7 in a match lasting 42 minutes. Korean teammates join in the celebrations. This is the match point opportunity. Outmaneuvered Wang Zhi Yi as she had done so often throughout the match.
YONEX internationaux de France, Badminton 2025 va débuter dans quelques instants.
Ladies and gentlemen, the women's single award ceremony of the YONEX French Open will start soon.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci d'accueillir les finalistes du simple dame.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the finalists of the women's single.
The women's singles finalists step forward for the prize presentation. A 10th time this year that both of these players have contested a final.
Will be presented by Jean-Louis Coué, Vice President of the French Badminton Federation in charge of territorial development, and Richard Perrault, Vice President of the Badminton World Federation.
Finaliste du simple dame.
Runner-up of the women's single from China, Wang Zhi Yi.
Wang Zhi Yi for a 7th time this year. She's beaten in a final by her Korean opponent of today.
Mesdames et messieurs, vainqueur du simple dame des YONEX internationaux de France de Badminton 2025.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, champion of the YONEX French Open 2025 women's single from Korea, Han Tae-yong.
Wang Zhi Yi, for a 9th time this year, stands on top of the podium. A 3rd French Open, a record
merci
in
de faire une
the World
ovation
Tour
aux
and
vainqueurs
Super
et
Series
finalistes
era.
de ces YONEX internationaux de France.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for the winner and runner-up of the YONEX
She certainly
French
did go,
Open.
didn't she? The smile that says it all. Champion, yet again.
Et la cérémonie protocolaire est désormais terminée.
Coming up next is the women's doubles. It's the Japanese pair of Fukushima and former champion Matsumoto up against the Chinese pair in their first final of the year, Li Yijing and Luo Shumin. Welcome back to the Glaz Arena here in Rennes. Finals day at the YONEX French Open, and up next we have women's doubles. And it is the number 7 seeds from Japan, Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto, up against the number 8 seeds, Li Yijing and Luo Shumin. Well, as far as the women's doubles